In this video, we will learn how to create a multiple choice question to add to our question bank. First, let's access our question bank by going to Administration on the left-hand side and selecting Questions. Multiple choice questions are a very popular choice when giving an online assessment. To start creating this type of question, go to the Create New Question drop-down menu and choose Multiple Choice. First, we need to choose the category that we would like this question to fall under. On the drop-down menu, you can see the two previously created categories that we made in our last video. I want to put this question under Quiz 1. You are now asked to give the question a name. I will name this question Question 1, since I want this question to be the first question on Quiz 1. In the question text portion, you will put the content of your question. I am going to write here, what year was Walt Disney born in? Moodle allows you to put in an image to accompany your question if you wish. This could be useful if you were looking to have the students answer a question by identifying an image. In this case, we are not using this feature, but if we were, the choices for the images would display in this drop-down menu. Keep in mind that the images that you have to choose from on this menu will only be what you have uploaded in your file section before this. We're going to leave the default question grade as 1. And deciding upon a penalty factor is only relevant if the quiz is run in adaptive mode. Adaptive mode, which you will have the option to choose later on when creating your quiz, allows the students to make multiple responses to a question. A penalty factor of 1 means that the student has to get the answer right on their first try to get any credit. A penalty factor of 0 in adaptive mode means that the student can try as often as they want and still get full credit for that question. We're not going to run this quiz in adaptive mode, so I'm going to leave the penalty factor as 0.1. This next section here is general feedback. General feedback is any information you want to give to the student as they attempt a question. This differs from other types of feedback given in the courses because it is not based on the type of question or what answer the student gives. It's information that is provided for all students once they answer the question. I'm going to choose not to give any general feedback in this specific case, but you can do it if you would like. We only want to give the students the option of having one answer be correct in this instance, but if we wanted to, we could set our quiz up so there are multiple answers, and we can make that change right here. Right now it's set to one answer only, but you can say multiple answers are allowed if you wish. Shuffling the choices makes it so each student sees a different thing. This may be more useful if the students are sitting next to each other. However, if you wanted to amp up the security on your quiz, you could check this off. I'm going to choose to keep it checked. In the Number of Choices drop-down menu, you can choose how you want your multiple choice answers to show up. I prefer to keep them in the lowercase a, b, c format, but if you click the drop-down menu, you will see that you have a variety of formats to choose from. It is now time to add our answers to the question. I'm going to make it so there are 4 answers for the students to choose from. Watch as I add different answers for the students. First, I'm going to add 1910. This is not the correct answer, so I will leave the grade as none. If I want to leave feedback, I can put it here and it will show up after the student has attempted the question. I am going to write, that is incorrect, as the feedback. Choice 2, I will say 1937. This is also not the correct answer, so I will follow the same process as before. I'm not putting any grade in where it says grade, and for feedback, I'm going to write that is incorrect. For choice 3, I will say 1901. Since this is the correct answer, I am going to give this answer a grade of 100. My feedback will read, great job. Lastly, for choice 4, I'm going to say 1965. Again, this is an incorrect answer, so I will leave the grade as none and put the feedback as this is incorrect. In this tutorial, I am only choosing to give 4 choices for answers. However, if you wanted to give, say, 7 choices, you can choose right here where it says blanks for 3 more choices. If you choose this, it will give you blanks for 3 more choices. Show you here. Now I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 choices. The next section here says overall feedback. Since we already provided what we would like the feedback to say when creating the answers, I'm going to leave this blank. But you can write here for any correct response specific feedback, and for any partially correct response, if you choose to give partial credit, feedback here, and for any incorrect response, you could write that feedback here, and it will provide that feedback accordingly depending on the answers. Now that our specifications are set, we can press Save Changes to create the question. You'll see our question, Question 1, under Category, Quiz 1 has been created. If you want to preview this question, click on the little magnifying glass here in front of the question. You can see that the format of what I put into Moodle is reflected here. So let's choose a wrong answer. 1965 is incorrect. If I submit it, it gives my feedback of incorrect, and it tells me how much I've been marked for this. If I click the correct answer, which is 1901, and press submit, I get a green check. It says it's correct, I get full credit, and it says great job. Once I'm done previewing this, I can press Close Preview, and you're all set. This concludes the tutorial on how to create a multiple choice question for quizzes.